Thank you for joining us in the Sports Express show today, guys. We're very excited, extremely excited. Two reasons, really.
Yeah.
The Champions League is back. Number two, the Champions League is back.
That's the only two reasons you ever need.
That's the only two reasons we ever need. We had the first round of actions in what will be yet another roller coaster of European club football that will climax at the end of the season. We're very excited. So, brother man, Sanele, we've had the first round of action.
Absolutely.
I think our natural starting points will be the Tuesday night games.
Yes.
Of course, the huge narrative was the struggling of English clubs in the Champions League so far in the first round. Chelsea, Tottenham dropping points. Liverpool losing their first match in their title defense. You must be very excited about that.
Not really. I'll tell you why.
Yeah?
The thing is, we all know it's like...
It happened last season.
It happened last season as well. Ancelotti said at the end of the match, you lose in Naples, you're going to win the Champions League. Same thing that happened last season. So it's one of those things where we know that you guys have made Anfield a fortress now.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, they lost, but we all know the result at Anfield. So,
And by the way, Liverpool lost all their away games in the group stages last year. So against PSG and Red Star Belgrade. So all the away games, winning all the Anfield games and going on to win the Champions League.
So what does that stat tell you? Can you be happy now that they've lost? So yes, momentarily yes, great, but
it was a sucker punch, that victory, that Napoli victory, because it was, I think the game was very tight, like throughout.
Yeah.
And then the two games towards the end of the match, it was like, a sucker punch, and it was it took the life.
It sucked the life out of you guys because it was a very evenly matched game.
Two very good teams.
Yes. So it was a very entertaining game, and like you can tell when it's a sucker punch and the mood just goes down.
Yeah, you feel it.
You can
really
feel it. Yes. So that's what happened, and Napoli won.
Yeah,
we'll see. It's just the beginning, guys.
Just the start. Of course, Tottenham doing a Tottenham as usual. 2 goals up, and then doing what Tottenham.
I think we should just stop talking about Tottenham in this channel because there's no point. It's a Tottenham. Tottenham doing a Tottenham. What else? It's like
against Olympiacos of all teams.
It's Tottenham though.
It's like Tottenham.
It's like we're gonna have to stop saying the same thing when it comes to Arsenal. Arsenal doing an Arsenal. I think in as much as they are rivals, Arsenal and Tottenham, they have the same DNA. They just
surprisingly yes.
They have the same DNA. So let's just stop talking about Tottenham and Arsenal until they stop doing themselves.
Yeah. So City are the only English team that won, obviously, the 3-0 victory. Chelsea as well, they lost to Valencia.
Yes, there was...
At home.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm not...
That was also a smash and grab, that one. Because Chelsea really played well in the game.
It is a smash and grab, but there's a part of me that's not really surprised because Valencia is a strong team. I know they were playing at Stamford Bridge. I know Chelsea is a strong team, but they're also a young team. They're also inexperienced. They also have a young coach. Whereas, yes, I know with Valencia, they just fired their manager recently and they got a new one, but they're still a united squad. So for me, it wasn't as a disparity as everybody makes it out to be for me personally. I was surprised that they lost at home.
You'd expect Chelsea to put up a fight.
But I wasn't, to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting a rousing victory. I wasn't expecting like a 3-0 or a 3-2. I was expecting a tight match, at worst a draw, not a loss. I
was actually expecting a very high scoring draw. So maybe like a 2-2 with Valencia and Chelsea, because Chelsea are very good going forward. Yes. So I expected them to at least score 1 goal in the match.
Yeah, it was a smash and grab situation. Then Chelsea went through Man United phase, not knowing who was going to take the penalty, which doesn't make sense to me. And I felt it when Barkley went up to take the penalty.
That he's going to miss.
That he's going to miss.
Because Lampard went on and said he's a regular penalty taker, but we've known that in the past Jorginho was the one taking penalties, and he scores all the penalties that he takes.
With that weird technique that he has, it works for him. So why is Barkley going to take the penalty?
What is the issue with penalties this season,
I don't understand.
What is the issue?
My thinking would be the striker takes the penalty. He's more engineered to score the flipping goals. That's his job. If not him, then your regular penalty taker, in this case, Juninho.
Who is the best penalty taker?
Jorginho, sorry. Yes. So why did he step up? I don't know. You Chelsea fans have to figure it out.
So very disappointing for Chelsea, but when you look at Salzburg on the other hand, the highest scoring game
of the
match week, a 6-2 victory for Salzburg in the return to the Champions League.
You know, I always think to myself, like it's the Champions League again. It's gonna be the usual suspects. You know what's gonna be new?
Nothing new.
Goodness gracious! It's like Salzburg.
4-0 at halftime.
4-0 at halftime, and it was a roller coaster game.
It
was one of those games where it was like one of those once in a lifetime kind of games. I don't know how to describe it, but it was just end to end kind of stuff. And that Lighty Holland scoring a hat trick. I mean, it's the first time they're in the Champions League in 24 years, if I'm not mistaken. You guys will correct me. So it was amazing.
First teenager to score a hat-trick in his Champions League debut since Wayne Rooney, of course.
Yes, I mean, this Lighty is amazing. I saw him in the Under-19 World Cup, but you tend to be a little bit reserved in the Under-19s because he's playing against other Under-19s.
Yes.
So you can't really gauge how great someone is unless you put him against big boys.
Yeah.
And a hat-trick.
He has an insane record as well.
Brilliant.
He has like 17 goals in what? Less than 10 games?
Yes.
That is insane.
It's a silly record. And we will see. I'm very excited for him to pull through. I'm very excited for Salzburg to actually be the surprise package.
They're coming to Anfield in the next game.
Yes, that's true.
That'll be very interesting to see.
That'll be very. I hope they can shake away the nerves and just play their game. If
their attacking game.
Do you get what I'm saying? I want them to be beaten in terms of tactics, not on mentality. Because going to a fortress, there's always that mental block that's like, crap, this is Anfield, this is Old Trafford. I want them to remove that and just play. If they lose on lack of skill or ability, not because their mentality was weak.
Yeah, we're going to move over to the Wednesday games now. I can see there's already a change in your eyes. He's wearing shades, so you guys can't see, but I'm close to him. So it's Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain in Paris. A 3-0 victory for PSG. Very, very happy if you're a PSG fan. Capitulation for Real Madrid, on the other hand. What would you describe that as? Looking at the point of view of PSG and Real Madrid.
I feel like crying. Like I don't cry,
Really?
but I feel like crying.
Really?
Like,
but you didn't see this coming. Did you honestly did not see this one coming?
I saw a loss, but not a flipping footballing lesson. I saw a loss, but I didn't see a footballing lesson. And what makes it even worse, they didn't have their three main players.
Oh my goodness.
That's what makes it worse.
Mbappe, Neymar.
Don't even
out.
name them, bro, because now when we think about it, it just makes it that much worse.
It makes it worse. Sarabia, Icardi, and who was Di Maria starting an attack. So the main guys weren't there, and Real Madrid just could not cope with PSG on the night.
The pace,
no shots on target for the entire game.
The pace, the movement that PSG had,
slick.
They were just too slick, too quick, too
Tactically
efficient.
sound, yeah.
And I just don't want to talk about it, bro. Like
it was so un-Madrid-like, the performance, because you know I've been complaining to you the entire season that Real Madrid are not playing like Real Madrid.
Real Madrid are not Madrid at the moment.
At the moment,
as simple as that.
And that game on Wednesday night was proof of what I was saying the entire time. The football, forget the other stuff. The football that Real Madrid plays when they are in possession is unlike Real Madrid.
Yeah, and that was our main point as being Real Madrid. Yes, our defense is shocking right now, but at least we could rely on the guys beyond the defense. Hey, guys, carry
defense and goalkeeper.
Yes,
another mistake by Courtois.
Don't. Let's not get there because it's gonna turn into an hour-long rant. Bro. Let's not right now. But anyway, we were relying on the attackers to deliver, and we were nowhere. We don't know each other. Like it's like. You would think Zizou just went into a flipping, I don't know, a small playing field and say, you come.
Shocking because these guys have, it's literally almost the same team that won 3 Champions League on the spin. You still have Toni Kroos there, you still have Marcelo, you still have Modric, Kroos,
Casemiro,
Gareth Bale, Benzema. What is happening?
Yeah, look,
what is the problem?
Like I say, I'm sad. I'm emotionally sad. So let's just move on from this. We lost. It was a footballing lesson.
I have to go back to Courtois because he and Hazard were actually the scapegoats for the match. So a lot of people were pointing at them, not the team as a whole. They were like, oh, Eden Hazard looks out of shape. Courtois could have saved the first goal. So they became the scapegoats.
They became the scapegoats, but I feel it's unreasonable when it comes to Hazard because he just came back from injury. He's still getting used to the squad, and he can't be his old self when you've just come from injury. Courtois, on the other hand, goodness gracious, ever since he stepped foot in Madrid, son, you've been shocking, man. You've been shocking.
Hasn't kept a clean sheet since February.
He's
We're
leaking.
going to October.
And
now.
my thing is, okay, he's been shocking ever since he stepped foot in Madrid. Keylor Navas. He was
On the other hand.
On the other hand, he was
playing for the other team now.
playing for the other team. And what was the score? 3-0, which means Keylor Navas kept a clean sheet.
He didn't even produce a save in the match.
Yeah.
That's how terrible it was.
This is what upsets me. Like I said, I expected a loss.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But I expect not a footballing lesson. You don't teach us you don't teach gods of football. It doesn't make sense, bruh.
Well, it did happen and it is disappointing. But we're going to move over to the Atletico Madrid Juventus game, which was another high-scoring game, of course.
Yes.
Juve 2-0 up and then doing a Tottenham.
Yeah, doing a Tottenham, but you know what? I'm still not sure about the manager.
It was a very good contest though in the second half. What are you talking about? Sorry.
Yeah, he's just not up to scratch for me for that team.
You think so?
He's just not up
It's
to
still
it.
early days though.
I don't care. You can see a man who's not tailored for the suit.
You think so? You think it might be too much of
It's too much
big of
for
a
him.
job for
It's
him?
too much for him. And I hope he proves me wrong because obviously I support Juventus because of Ronaldo. I mean, that's pretty much obvious right now. But I feel like the heavy is the crown for him. Yes, it was a ding-dong match. Not Real Madrid, Juventus doing a Tottenham. Yeah, I mean,
It was a very, very high quality match, especially in the second half, because all the goals came in the second half.
honestly speaking, maybe brother should have won that match, considering the fact that they
Maybe
settled.
Brother is Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid, by the way. Sorry, guys. Baby brother should have won that match. They're a more settled squad. They bought intelligently. The manager has been there for seasons upon seasons. I think this is Atletico's season. In fact, I would be more worried that Atletico didn't win. In fact, I'm worried about baby brother because this should be the season where he wins majority of the tournaments.
But you could argue that it was Juve and they're also a very strong team.
Yeah, I get that, but
So they are winning the matches that they should win. So
Yeah.
that's a good sign. But the Juventus game could have went either way because Ronaldo also missed towards the end of the match. On what could have been one of the best goals ever seen in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And he went on to miss. So Juve could have won the match as well.
Yeah, but it was an entertaining match.
Yeah.
I can't complain about that. I'm just being nitty gritty. I'm
Yeah,
pulling hairs here. So yeah, it was a great game. I think a great advert for football. Not that football needed an advert, but yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great.
So it's only the first round of Champions League.
Yes.
We're not going to talk about all the games.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to the second round in the coming weeks. Of course, we're going to be looking forward to that. And we're going to be talking about the Premier League now because it's coming back this weekend.
Yes.
Without looking at all the games, the big one, of course,
No,
is
let's
Liverpool
just-
and Chelsea.
let's just jump straight
on
to that
Sunday,
one.
Super
Yeah.
Sunday at Stamford Bridge. Liverpool and Chelsea. Already played this season in the Super Cup. Liverpool won on penalties. A very tight match it was. Ended up being 2-2 on the match. So the teams are evenly matched
Yes.
going into this game. They're all wounded so far going
Yes.
into this match, losing in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So how do you think that one's going to go?
Liverpool will win.
At Stamford Bridge?
Yeah.
Easy like that?
Yeah.
Simple.
Just
You
like
think
that.
so?
Just like that. I know, like.
Look, man, I'm
Look,
quite
no,
nervous
guys.
about this.
No,
I'm
guys,
nervous.
no.
I will not
First
lie
of
to
all, where's Kante?
He's a doubt for the match. He's not injured.
And he was the.
Rudiger's back.
Come on, bro. Nah, come on. Let's be serious about
No, but
football
it's still
now.
Chelsea.
Who was the main dollar in that Super Cup match for
It was
Chelsea?
N'Golo Kante.
Thank you. So if he's not there, then they're not gonna step up.
Yeah.
Look, I get
But
it.
it's still Chelsea though.
Yeah, but they lost against Valencia in the Champions League.
And Liverpool lost against Napoli.
But in Naples, that's the difference. My point is this:
Yeah.
I'm not expecting Chelsea to win. I'm not even expecting a tight game. But usually, when I say this, it ends up being the opposite of what I said.
Yeah.
So remember last time I was like, Liverpool win 4-0, and you guys.
then it was won on penalties.
It was won on penalties.
Yeah.
So on the inside, I'm hoping, obviously, that you guys don't thrash Chelsea. I'm wanting a evenly balanced match where it's entertaining. Obviously, I'm a neutral. I'm not supporting any one of you guys. I'm just a football fan.
Yeah.
So in that case, I want an entertaining match. I want a 5-4. I want all those crazy scores. It won't happen, I know. But at the end of the day, logically speaking, Liverpool will win.
I'm nervous. I won't lie to you. Very nervous.
But
about
you're
the
always
Chelsea game.
nervous.
Very nervous about the Chelsea game. The thing is, Chelsea, as much as they're not strong as the usual selves, but I feel like they have this They have this unpredictability about them that they could actually do anything in any match.
Listen,
to hurt you.
if you were the Liverpool of 3 seasons ago,
Yeah.
I would say your worrying is warranted.
Yeah.
Why? Because your 3 or 4 seasons ago, your defense was leaking.
Yes.
Then I could understand, because let's be honest, Chelsea are an attacking team.
Yeah.
And you guys, if you were 4 seasons ago, you guys were leaking goals.
Yes, yes.
So I could understand if you were worried then, but it's now. Van Dijk is there. The wall is there.
But we're Stamford Bridge.
Nah. Nah.
Ah, man.
It's not that deep.
Okay.
I promise.
Do you have
it's
a
not that
prediction
deep.
for the match?
I'll say 3-1.
3-1 to Liverpool.
3-1 to Liverpool.
I hope it manifests that way. Let's wrap it up, man. Let's go.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning in again. Please comment, like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Also catch us on Instagram. The link will be in the description below. Thank you again, guys. Ciao.
Adios.